And outside this office, there were steps that actually led up to the second floor, which is where the office was. And the windows in the office were those windows that you roll outwards. So they didn't open up and down, they opened outward. And I thought, man, this is, wow, have a window that opens outward and the steps going up right underneath it. This is kind of like dangerous. So I would always tell the girls, don't play with these windows. Don't open them up because you could get hurt. Someone coming up these stairs, may unexpectedly run into this window because they're not looking up. And you know what my girls would do? They'd say, okay, daddy. And then guess what? They'd open the windows. And I would tell them time after time, don't open I see it open, guys, don't open the windows. Someone could get hurt. Did they listen? No. Fast forward a few months. It's prayer meeting night. And I'm getting ready to go to prayer meeting. And I forgot something in the office. It's dark outside. So I take off because I got to get to prayer meeting. And so I'm like, oh man, forgot the thing in the office. So off I go, running as fast as I can. As fast as I can. And when I get to the steps, I'm a pretty tall person, so I'm not going up the steps one by one. I am leaping like a roe. Just leaping like a deer. Leaping. 4 steps at a time, 5 steps, like a sprinter, like a, just boom, I'm in it because I'm not good, And after about my 4th leap, as I'm leaping, all I see is the edge of something coming towards my eye. And if any of you ever seen this scar right above my eyebrow, you now know where it is from. Because the edge of that window basically gouged Now, one of my daughters was running behind me. She was a little distance away, but she was running behind me. And when I jumped into the edge of the window, I let out a scream that I don't think that they will ever forget. Empathy. I'm looking at your faces right now, and I'm seeing empathy. You are acting like you yourself were. I'm on the ground screaming in pain, like screaming in pain. I think that I have lost an eye. And I'm like, by the grace of God, the thing totally missed my eye. It went from my eyebrow down the side of my face, and I am screaming. Now listen to where I'm going with this. My daughters were right there. They watched it. They watched their father writhing on the ground in pain, blood on the ground. I know I'm painting a picture. I know. But I need you to empathize with what I'm saying right now. Because let me tell you, she's like, we got it, go. I'm going to come back to that. I want you to remember your response. I'm going to build on that, okay? Listen. My daughters, after they saw that, after that experience, guess what? That window remained closed for the rest of the time that we lived there. They never touched the window again. Okay. When we see what our disobedience caused someone, do you know what happens? Someone that we love. See, they can tell us, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't, and we're like, yeah, okay, whatever, okay. When we understand what our iniquities, what our sins does to someone else that we love, when we truly see what it does, when we see it, And let me tell you something. It may have been different if my kids were not there, but the fact that they saw that, it was enough that I never had to say again, don't open the window. I didn't have to say it. You want to know why? Because they had an experience. How many of you believe they had an experience? How many of you believe that it was as if their eye had been cut, as in their face had been? They saw it. And when you're close up at the ringside, when you're close up where the action is, something happens that is different than when you just hear about it or read about it. Are you with me? When we as a people see, I want you to imagine God in the garden. Hey guys, don't eat that tree. Don't eat from that tree because somebody could get hurt. Don't eat from that tree, guys, because you could get hurt. Somebody could get hurt. And when Adam and Eve ate from that tree, little did they realize that they were bringing about the death of their Creator. When we understand, when we see what sin does, it changes us. It changes us.